First of all, I'm very pleased to be here with you this afternoon and to be joined by Simona Jelinek of our Sexual Assault Advisory Committee, and as well as many members of that committee and members of the Toronto Police Sex Crimes Unit. The Toronto Police Sex Crimes Unit is comprised of 60 very dedicated individuals who have dedicated a significant portion of their lives and effort into providing services to the survivors of sexual assault. And we know to be effective in that response to those survivors, we have to reach out to those who serve in our community, providing services to those survivors to support their advocacy that they need. And they're an important partnership. And as a recognition of that partnership, a number of years ago, we joined and formed a Sexual Assault Advisory Committee, today represented by Ms. Jelinek, that has provided us with invaluable information and valuable insight into how we can do a better job of supporting those who have been victimized by this terrible crime. Now, today we are going to speak about the month of May being Sexual Assault Awareness Month. And I think it's very, very important for all of our citizens to recognize that sexual assault is a crime of violence. It's a crime of power that victimizes overwhelmingly women in our society, and the perpetrators of such crimes are overwhelmingly male, not exclusively, but overwhelmingly. And in order to help those who have been victimized by this terrible crime, we have to provide shared services to those survivors to help them recover from their victimization, but also to ensure that they receive justice within the criminal justice system and all of the support that they need from all of our community partners. And so today, we are also launching, as part of Sexual Assault Awareness Month, a booklet which provides valuable information to those survivors of sexual assault on the nature of the crime that they have been victimized by, but also about the services that are available to them, what they might expect from the criminal justice system, and how they can access those important services that will help them recover from their victimization. I think this is a very important initiative. There is often discussion about the things that we as a society can do to reduce the victimization of all of our citizens from violent crime, and in particularly those most vulnerable to sexual assault. And I think one of the most important things we can do, and we are doing, is working together to find better ways to provide services and support to the victims of this most heinous of crimes, and also to ensure that they are treated with the dignity and respect that each of them deserve from our criminal justice system, from the police, and by all those dedicated individuals and organizations that are here to serve them. It's also very important that we educate the people of our cities and communities to recognize that the survivors of sexual assault are innocent victims of a most terrible crime, and that we need all of our society to come together to recognize and to support people who have been victimized by this crime, but also to help the police and the criminal justice system bring those individuals who are responsible for these crimes to justice. And I think that our best chance of success is working together. And I want to express my sincere gratitude to those members of the community, those social service agencies and other agencies that are there to assist survivors of sexual assault, those who would advocate on all of their behalf, who've come to work with us in the Sexual Assault Advisory Committee. They're helping us get it right. They're helping us have a better understanding on how to serve those survivors. They're helping us in training, not only those investigators who are specialists in conducting these investigations, but all police officers, so that there is a better understanding and a better sensitivity among our officers on how to serve and help recover those who survive this terrible crime. I'd like now to call upon Ms. Jelinek to speak on behalf of the Advisory Committee, and again to thank her for her commitment, her dedication, her willingness to work with us, and sharing her expertise and knowledge of the subject. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Blair, and thank you everyone for being here. The Sexual Assault Committee was first created in the fall of 2008 for essentially a dual purpose. The first was to help survivors that approach the police and deal with the police and the Ministry of the Attorney General throughout the trial process, and as well to help the Toronto Police Service understand the specific needs of these individuals, because sexual assault is different than other types of crimes. It is a crime of power, as the chief said, but it's also a crime of secrecy, and it's a crime where people don't really understand what's going on and they are afraid. And it's a very intimidating time, coupled with being approached by police officers and Crown attorneys and defense lawyers and all. One of the tangible benefits that our committee has done is that we've created this. And this is the roadmap, the guidebook for people who have been assaulted. They can take it. It's a reference manual for them. They can go through at each stage, and it's there for them. Our committee is made up of community members. Our committee is made up of METRAC, of the Toronto Rape Crisis Centre, the Sexual Assault Care Centres at Scarborough Grace and Women's College Hospital, among others. We have a member of the White Ribbon Campaign as part of our committee. Victim Witness Assistance Program is also part of our committee, as is Dr. Gail Ehrlich and myself, and I'm a civil lawyer representing survivors. We all work together to make sure that if somebody has been assaulted in our city, there's a place to go, and that place is the police. Whether or not they choose to prosecute the crime, that's part of it, but the other part is this will help them understand what their options are and what the process is. We are in the process of distributing this booklet to all police stations across the city. It will also be on various social media sites as well as websites and available at various other community centers. From here forward, this booklet will be the roadmap, and we will try as best we can to continue to serve the people of our city and to make sure that the Toronto Police Force is well equipped to help these people. Thank you.